Hey guys, well, as promised, here is the current update, and it is being in premiere mode, so hopefully you're here live with me, that's going to be really neat. Please leave all your comments and everything that you want to. As I said yesterday, if you want your comment to go to the top, the best way to do that is to just give a cheap as you can super thanks. Not doing a money grab, but for 99 cents, I think that's the least you can do. It'll go to the top, and then that way everybody will see it. Otherwise, the comments may get so many that they keep scrolling by and people will miss your comment or miss your question if you have a question, really. So do that, and then that way we'll be able to see that and be able to get to that right away. And hopefully I'll be able to get to all the comments without that being necessary, or all the questions if we have any questions out there. So let's go ahead and get started with what's going on out there with the thru hikers. So we got AD Shiley got started on his flip-flop, and he was number 76 coming out of Harper's Ferry. I met number 11 on my hike this past weekend. That was Hollywood, and that was really cool to meet a thru hiker out there. And what was even more cooler was that we had a good cell signal there, and he called his wife and introduced me to his wife because she's a follower too. So right there on the trail, and that was pretty neat. So Hollywood, if you're watching this, and I can't remember Hollywood's wife's name. Actually, he didn't. I can't remember what her name was. He may have told me. But anyway, Hollywood's better half, and it may be his girlfriend, but she's probably still his better half. Hey, out there, enjoyed talking to you on the trail. Slow and Steady, they are in the shanties. They didn't have any issues with black flies this past weekend, but apparently they are out now in force. I didn't have any this past weekend when I was out there, but I could see that they weren't swarming, weren't biting, but they were definitely a presence out there. But they sent in this video.
Good morning, Ramdino. Slow and Steady here. Day 3 in the Shenandoahs. Had a couple of good nights. One at a hut. Oh, some deer are right behind me here. See if they want to be in the picture here. We'll see. But I had one night at a hut, one night at dispersed camping. The only downside right now is it's been real warm, and the black biting flies. I see you, deer. The black biting flies right on cue here have shown up. And they've been pretty rotten the last 3 days. They draw blood, they bite, they hurt. They just came out literally as I started filming this. Anyway, long story short, we're doing some 20s and 25s and should be out of the Shenandoahs here in a couple days and heading into Front Royal for a resupply and pick up some new shoes. Anyway, anyone wants to see how I got here, where I'm going, check out Slow and Steady on YouTube. It's Hiking with Slow and Steady. Catch you soon, Ramdino. Thanks for everything you do.
Chris Denslow, he has got started, and he was hiker number 2,430. So because we got so much going on with the hikers, yesterday's update and today's update, I'm going to leave out all the stats that I normally do. They'll be back, don't worry. That is if y'all want them to. But in any case, I'm thinking that's a little behind, not sure. One of the problems with that is that down at Amicalola, they are including in that section hikers who get a tag too. So I'm not sure why they do it that way, why they don't separate it just for data purposes. I actually sent an email in to the ATC, and they answered. I haven't had time to go back and read that, so I'll include that in next week's update, what they came back and responded. But Chris says in this video.
Hey Ramdino, Chris Denslow here. Starting today, getting a little bit of a late start, but super jazzed, and I'll keep you posted.
Rain Dancer has made it past the knock, and they have been kind of hostile hopping. Daisy. yeah, I love you too, girl. They've been hostile hopping, kind of almost platinum blazing, so they haven't been doing like slack packing, they said, yet, but man, if you can platinum blaze, and you are nasty, Daisy. You're nasty, girl. Go play with Coda. If you got the money to hostel hop, then I believe in platinum blaze, I'd probably do some slack packing, because that's been some of my favorite sections when I slack packed. So in any case, they are loving the trail out there. They stay out for about 3 days, and then they come into a hostel and get a shower and resupply. So they say it's really different. And they're saying the hostels are everywhere, and down in Georgia and North Carolina they are. Tennessee's got some good hostels, and so does Virginia. The further north you go, the less and less hostels there are out there, but there's still quite a few, still plenty for folks out there that intend to do a lot of hostel hopping, a lot of platinum blazing. Shadow is just past Bland, Virginia, and sends out a huge thanks to Fresh Grounds for the trail magic, and especially for giving them a one-day food supply so that they could stay on trail, bypass town, and make it to Trent's Grocery and Hostel. They say they're loving Virginia so far and just appreciate the support from Fresh Ground. So anytime you're around Fresh Ground, you can guarantee you're going to get support from him. And if you leave Fresh Ground and your belly's not full, and you're taking food with you, it is your own fault, because he is the best supporting trail angel out there. Now, I'm a little biased towards Fresh Ground because we're buddies and everything. But anyway, appreciate Fresh Ground out there supporting those folks. And if I don't have Fresh Ground around me to support, which I typically don't, although he is on numerous of my hikes, but if I don't have him here, I got something else that supports me. Well, when I'm out here on trail, one of the things I really need support is, and that's my electrolyte balance. And the answer to that is Element Drink Mix. It got all the stuff in it you need to prevent your electrolytes from getting out of whack when you're dehydrated out here. Keeps you from getting cramps at night, cramps on the trail while you're walking. And it tastes freaking awesome. So it's got none of the junk in it. It's just got all the good stuff in it. No sugar. Got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. That's all you need to keep those electrolytes in balance when you're out here on the trail. And for a limited time only, you can have some of that free Element Drink Mix if you're a subscriber or just somebody watching this channel. So if they ever order, you will get a free sample pack. So go to drinkelement.com/Ramdino. That's drinklmt.com/Ramdino, and they will send you a free sample pack with any paid order. And if you don't like it, let them know. You'll get all your money back, and you get to keep the Element Drink Mix. It's awesome stuff. Keeps me going, helps support me out here. Go and get you some. And if I didn't have that LMT out there with me, or Fresh Ground, particularly the LMT, I would be the Element Drink Mix. I'd be missing something. I also just missed Stick the Eagle on my weekend out there. So he was like 20 miles south of me on the trail, and unfortunately he's not going to make up 20 miles in 3 days. So didn't get a chance to see him, although he came pretty dang close, because I think he was only like a day and a half behind me when he crossed over where I actually came out. But he has crossed over now into the shanties, and he says the camp stores and the grills and the shanties are still closed until May 1st, particularly at Loft Mountain. He said the doors were unlocked. So he went in there to charge up some of his devices, and he got kicked out by the janitor. And apparently he was pretty ugly to him and said that he was going to have him arrested for trespassing. So, so much for Southern hospitality in the shanties. With the National Park Service janitors up there. That's too bad. But he has reached the 900-mile mark today, and next week he says he's going to be in Harper's Ferry. Has been meeting a lot of flip-floppers already that are flip-flopping, doing a Sobo flip-flop and coming back from Harper's Ferry. And he sent in this video.
Good morning, it is Stick the Eagle here, and we just crossed I-64, and with that into Shenandoah National Park. Day 1 in the Shennies. We are at mile 865 approximately, and we have 100 miles to go in Shenandoah National Park. Excited to be here and looking forward to what's in store. Let's keep on hiking.
Boomerang, he is out of the shanties, and he sends in this video.
Hey Ramdino, Boomerang here.
I passed out of the Shenandoah National Park and shortly we'll be in West Virginia, moving on, doing about 20s today. Having a great time. Seeing a couple of fast movers coming up from up northbound, and looking for more of them soon. Everything's looking good. Hey, if anybody knows who Jolly Green is, or he's a friend of yours, tell him to stop putting his name on posts and in shelters and everything. Don't tag it. It takes away from everything we're trying to do. Leave no trace. Take care. Next update soon.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yet another tagger out there who feels like it's his world and we just live in it. So, folks, if you see somebody doing that, I know nobody wants a big confrontation, and please don't have a big confrontation. But if you see somebody doing something stupid like that, please just tell them not to. Take a picture of them doing it and get their name and their tag, or take a video and send it into the National Park Service or the National Forest Service. Maybe if enough people do that, particularly for that one person, they will come out and fine them for that. So nothing. I can't stand graffiti out there on the shelters like that. That's just a pet peeve of mine to see people defacing that, because eventually somebody's got to take the effort to go out there and remove that, right? So that's just a selfish act by somebody who thinks they're immortalizing themselves, and they're not. They're just making a rear end out of themselves. So thanks a lot for bringing that up, Boomerang. Please appreciate that. Zeb, he has made it to the Doyle, and he's boots north, and he's got some family that's going with him for a section hike out there that's going to be with him and keep him pumped up for a short time, and so he sends in this video.
Hey Ramdino, Zeb here. I'm with my family. Got my brother-in-law, my dad, and Gracie, my sister. We're starting here from the Doyle, and we're going 30 miles north, and just doing a little section hike. I'm gonna continue on, and my family joined with me for 30 miles.
Matt Hermit, he has made it to Watauga Lake, and he plans a few zeros with his wife while he gets into town. Going to get some of that good old town food. So,
hey Ramdino, it's Matt Hermit checking in. By tomorrow morning, I'll be down at mile marker 429 at Lake Watauga, and I'll get picked up for 3 days off trail and a much needed break with my wife Christy, her sister Karen, and her dad Earl. Want to give them a special shout out and thank you for everything they've done for me and will do in the future. And again, thanks for everything you do, Ramdino.
Enjoy that. Enjoy your family. I think he said his sister-in-law and his brother-in-law we're also going to be there. So awesome to spend time with family from the trail, and that is the correct. I can't get pronunciations right. That is the correct pronunciation is Watauga, not Watauga. I used to go to App State, graduated from App State. That's what we called it, Watauga. So it's in Watauga County. So that's the right pronunciation. That's what the locals call it. And then we got Roll Tide. He is a caretaker up at Blackburn Trail Center, and he sends in this picture of 4 through hikers with them. 3 of them are Sobo flip-floppers, and those were Coyote, Maverick, and Heavy Metal. And we also got Fireflow. She was a Nobo flip-flopper, and she was heading on up for her last bit in Harper's Ferry. Wolfman, he has made it to Pearisburg. Sassafras Jim is doing a couple zeros there in Damascus before heading into the Grayson Highlands. And I just mentioned Fireflow at the Blackburn Trail Center. Congratulations for her. She is done with her 23-24 flip-flop. So she started her flip-flop Nobo out of Harper's Ferry on April 23rd, 2023. Flipped south from Maine down to Roanoke and then Sobo to Springer. Took a break in December when she found out she'd been hiking with a broken heel bone for 1,300 miles. I don't see how you do that. My plantar fasciitis hurts me bad enough, much less a broken bone. She started back on March 12th, 2024 near Roanoke, went Nobo to Harper's Ferry, and finished on April 14th, 2024. She wanted to thank everyone that she met along the way, just how great the trail community was, and many thanks for her husband and his support and his resupply boxes up there. And she also sent out the good wishes and just hopes that Sadie is found. And we'll talk about Sadie here a little more in just a minute, but Sadie's the lost hiker dog on the Appalachian Trail down around Max Patch. 007, he is passing through Winding Stair Gap and should be starting the Smokies sometime this Sunday.
Hey Ramdino, 007 here checking in. I'm at coming up on Winding Stair Gap, going to go into Franklin resupply today. So I am back on trail. Just wanted to give you a shout out and show you the reason why we do this. Views like that in the morning. Thanks for what you do. Take care.
Arkansas hiker is at the Fontana Dam, and by now he is well into the Smokies. He sends in this video.
Ramdino, Arkansas hiker, reporting to you of having just arrived at the Fontana Hilton by beautiful Lake Fontana. Super happy to make it to this location, mile 166. I dedicate this achievement to the memory of my wife, Jamie. The trail itself, the actual trail conditions have been good with just a few blowdowns, some new. The big topic of conversation on the trail is weather. So previous week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, forced a lot of hikers in the Franklin area into town because of cold, blowing rain. Myself got a little hypothermic on Tuesday, haven't hiked in it. Then got to the trail Friday, things were looking pretty good, only to face sleet, freezing rain, and snow around the Westerbaugh, Wildbald area. And then the last 2 days, Sunday and Monday today, 81, 82 degrees, having trouble finding enough water to keep yourself hydrated. That's the challenges of the trail. God bless you, God bless your channel, and Arkansas out.
He also wants to add that there is no resupply at the marina. So the marina had indicated that they were doing resupplies. They did last year. They had for part of this year, and now they say for whatever reason they've moved all that resupply over at the main resort establishment over there, and the resort also runs the marina there. So I guess they're just trying to get people to go to the resort and book a room or something. I'm not sure why they did that, but in any case, all they got soda, chips, and alcohol there. So unless you want to take soda, chips, and alcohol into the Smokies and that's it, you got to go to the resort to resupply. Spare and Micah, they are doing great and enjoying their second zero since starting on 3/8. They are through Roan Mountain, Tennessee. They want to give a shout out to the folks there at Mountain Harbor B&B. They said that was just awesome, and the Roan Mountain, Roan Highlands are just absolutely beautiful, and they should be in Damascus any day now. Slow-mo, he is north of the Knock and slowly getting his trail legs, but not trying to be like the young kids, he said, out there. So he just wants 15 miles a day, and he says he'll be happy, and that'll get him to Katahdin by October. Chase is north of Dix Creek Gap, and Chase is new to the channel. This is the first time we've updated about her, and she's crossing into North Carolina and is hiking with buds. So she's doing a flip-flop starting at Springer. Now listen to this. This is a very convoluted flip-flop. I don't know how she keeps up with it. So she's starting at Springer to Hot Springs, then flipping up to Harper's Ferry to Katahdin, then Harper's Ferry south back down to Hot Springs. So maybe not quite that bad, but it just goes to show you how everybody's flip-flop can be really, really different. There's no right or wrong way to do a flip-flop, and I think everybody pretty much, it seems like, does them different. The traditional flip-flop was Harper's Ferry to Katahdin, flip back down Harper's Ferry, Sobo down to Springer. But that has changed a lot over the past couple years. She also indicated that she's hiking for autism awareness in the memory of her samurai mother, and she is also carrying her mother's ashes while she's out there on the trail. So good luck to you, Chase.
All right, I'm with Blurbs. This is a live from the trail update. Awesome run into a no-bow hiker, and he's going to tell us how things are going on with him on trail. So talk to us, Blurbs.
Hey, it's
Bloobs.
Bloobs.
Bloobs, sorry, dude.
Like blueberries, that's all right. Got the trail name up in Maine, picking them. This is my third full-time through. Trying to go for a third full-time through. And it's going great so far. I've put in about 2.5 months and I've taken like 30 zeros. So, you know, I'm pushing some big miles.
Have you still got trail legs after those many zeros?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you stopping for a second on the trail and giving us an update.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Now, you did the Sobo in 21, and then when you do your other Sobo?
I did a Sobo attempt in 22.
Okay.
And then I did about 1,100 miles last year.
Okay.
When I was working on a Harper's Ferry.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, you'll make it this time.
Yes, sir.
Happy hiking.
Yes, sir.
I'm flip-flopping out of Harper's Ferry and get my legs in trained for these mountains.
How's that working out for you so far?
It's working good, except I had to miss 20 miles of the Shenandoah National Park on the northern end because of the fire.
Well, it's out now, so you can run. You can just back up and go back and do it.
Well, this next Friday, I got a doctor's appointment in Winchester. Saturday and Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna finish the Shenandoah National Park.
All right.
Yep, and it's a whole lot different outside of the park because there's not as many rules.
Yep.
So far.
All right, so that was a live update from the trail from Hollywood. Y'all got a treat on this trip. So ran into him. We're between Bluff Mountain and Rocky Top Mountain, somewhere like that. So anyway, it was awful neat running into a thru hiker out here, actually on the trail, giving me a live update as it happens here.
Not too many trees down with all the wind. The Punch Bowl area shelter was, let's just say, hurricane force winds, not quite, but it sure felt like it.
Well, I'm getting ready to go right through there. All right, appreciate it, Hollywood.
No problem.
Hikers, please send me your updates if you want to be part of this update. If you would, and you have a iPhone, send the videos to me, the 30-second videos that folks have been sending, and that's great. Love to have those, but please send those to me just as an attachment when you like load it up to your cloud-based service there. I can't always download it, and it gets to be very difficult. Sometimes I have to download it, email it to myself, then go back and download again, and that just gets to be too much. So if you could just simply attach it, maybe you could attach it in an Instagram post or a Facebook direct message to me, and those have been working out really well, so I greatly appreciate that. I want everybody to be included that wants to send a video, and then as well as send me a picture with a selfie. Not so much interested in landscape pictures by themselves without you, because we want to see your mug out there and see how you're doing on the trail and see how filthy that the trail has made you. So send those selfies to us, and love to have all of that. So some launch videos out there, some people that are still launching. We have Spurs. He's heading on the April 29th. Leaving out of Springer, and he is actually through hiked and got his Triple Crown. So he did the AT in 2020, PCT in 21, and the CDT in 22, and now he just didn't get enough of the AT, so he's coming back to that, and he sends this video.
Hey Ramdino, Spurs here from San Antonio. I loved hiking the AT so much in 2020, I'm going to come back and do it again. I'm looking forward to getting out there. Start date at Springer on April 29th, and I'm looking forward to experiencing the trail again and meeting the class of 2024.
Puget and Sassafras, they are also getting ready to start, and this is their intro video, and they send that in.
Hello Rambino, coming at you from Ely, Minnesota. Sassafras here, my wife who likes root beer, and Puget Pounder, thru hiker class of 97.
And we plan to leave the flip-flop kickoff on April 20th, head north to Katahdin, and then hop back down to Harper's Ferry and finish our hike southbound through the changing leaves. Prayers appreciated, good thoughts too, and blessings to you all.
So Sugar Bear is coming off trail and heading home. He just said that life called him home, and he's got to go home and take care of some stuff, and he hopes to be back. But he is off right now and don't know if he will or not. And then Gray Dog is off trail at the 200-mile mark around Klingman's Dome. He says his hands were numb and tingling, so he uses tracking poles, and those are very important to him, as they are to me. And he couldn't grip them properly with his numbs. Apparently, his hands apparently getting so numb and tingling. So we went back home and found out he's got 2 pinched nerves in his back. He's going to have to rehab, and he's going to have to do that for about 30 to 45 days, and don't know if he's going to be back out on the trail or not. So that is unfortunate. I want to thank some folks out there that have supported me over the past week, and that is a new Patreon member, Janine from Arkansas. Thanks a lot, Janine, for believing in this channel and what we do and becoming a Patreon member. And then also Julia J, she sent out a super thanks. So thanks a lot for that, Julia. Greatly appreciate that. And those are just some of the ways that folks can support this channel. Of course, I have a merchandise store and lots of really cool merchandise there that, you know, if you're interested in some Ramdino paraphernalia or some Appalachian Trail paraphernalia that doesn't have Ramdino on it, or some that has both, well, all of that there that can fit the bill. And we got everything from shirts to trail journals to coffee mugs to stickers you can send to each other and send to other hikers out there. So go and check that out. And of course, your thumbs up drives traffic here, your comments, as does your subscription. So greatly appreciate that. And the whole idea is not to grow the channel for channel's sake, but to grow it so that we can reach other people out there. And I say we because it's a community channel, and we can bring more people into the hiker community, people that may have a void in their life and don't know what it is. So come on out, and we'd love to have folks to come and be a part of this hiker community. Some news we got going on out there. So the Sadie hunt continues. Sadie has still not been found. We still need boots on the ground out there. We do have a new Facebook channel for the Finding Sadie. I'll leave a link to that down below. We need boots on the ground that can do some hiking, can also do some canvassing in the local neighborhoods and dropping off flyers. You can do some drop-off flyers if you can't be on trail or in that Max Patch area. Maybe you're in the Newport, Tennessee, or the Asheville area, the Hot Springs area, and you could drop off flyers at vets and just outdoor stores and different places around there and post those. That would be great. If you're nowhere near the area, you can do it from right online from home. So the Facebook page has the new flyer that you can go and download that and send that out and share that out with just as many people as you possibly can. We greatly appreciate that. If you got a drone or a tracker dog, you want to bring those out as well. Somebody will meet you at the trail. Bright Eyes, the Sadie's owner, will meet you there, or mom, and we'll show you where you can be the most benefit, as well as if you'll leave a message down in the group, somebody will get back to you and let you know what it is that you can be helping with. So appreciate all the hundreds of folks that have reached out and been helping either online or in person so far. And we still got a ways to go because Sadie is not home with her mom yet. I believe, as Martin Luther King said, keep hope alive. And so that's what we're doing. We're hoping and praying that Sadie is still out there, and that maybe she's just in somebody's living room that doesn't tune into social media, doesn't know that she is loved, and doesn't know to bring her back to her mom. So we can use your help in getting that back. And then from our northern correspondent, Whispers, he just indicated that the Mount Washington Road is being plowed and is now going to be open for the year. So we are waiting for that. And that's just the auto road for folks to get up to the top of Mount Washington. If they don't want to hike or take the Cog Railway, then they can drive up there. And then Trail Days is coming up the 17th through the 19th in Damascus. So that is a huge opportunity to come and see the hiker community and be a part of it. And it's just really, really a neat time out there to just walk around. Be lots of vendors and everything. And the main thing is going to be there's a hiker community, right? So it's so good to just be a part of that. And this is our biggest time of the year that we get together. So come on out. There'll be lots of thru hikers and lots of celebrities from YouTube out there. I'm not one of them. There'll be other celebrities out there. But I will be there, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm just one of you guys out there hiking. But there'll be all kind of faces that you recognize from YouTube, and everybody's approachable. So go up, get your picture taken with them and everything. And we'll be over camping in the family-friendly ball field area over there. And so we'll be up underneath Big Red, which is this huge pop-up we typically put that in the middle if we can get there in time and get a spot for that. And so we'll be over there. Look forward, come over, hang out for a while, and bring your favorite adult beverage or few with you to share amongst the group. come along, my hiking buddy, and also 2022 through hiker, and hopefully OG, who hiked in 2023, is going to be there and hanging out with us. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. This is their logo for the year. So some of this foliage on this logo looks a little bit suspicious. I'm sure some of this foliage will definitely be there at trail days. It's certainly not uncommon, just saying. But I don't know who put this together, but in any case, looks like a great logo. So y'all come on out there. And then I just want to again thank everybody that supports the channel. Thank you for everything that everybody does out there. Appreciate everybody helping with Sadie's hike. Had a great time on my hike up in Virginia, and I'm going to be dropping those videos up here, and hopefully I'll get time to do that next week, and they'll be coming up. So it's going to be really neat, and hope you enjoy those. So stay tuned for those. As always, appreciate you, and hope to see you out here.